Welcome to this level 2 spreadsheet. Okay, so we've got the format laid out in front of us here. Okay, the basics are already been set up for us, so we'll just make sure we've got all the right sizes for everything. Okay, so in fact what I'll do is I'm just going to space some of this out, okay, a little bit more, because it's a little bit cramped, difficult to read. Okay, I'll do. So please remember, add in your name into the footer, like so. Go to view, if it's going to let me out of it. Here we go, goes to normal. There we go, done. Okay, so we need to put our VAT rates in. Okay, so we're looking at here. So use the filter VAT rate. So what I'm going to do here is we've got junior, small, ladies, men's, one size. Okay. So quickest way of doing that really is going to be, let's put a filter on this column, okay? Because then it's going to make it just a little bit more straightforward to pick out the categories we want. So we look for junior, large. Also what I'm going to do for a moment is also set this up ready. So it's on percentages, okay? So it actually is already preset there. It actually for some reason set on that. But it'll also set itself to percentages when we copy and paste these details across here. So what I need to do first is junior large. Don't be alarmed, all the spreadsheets can disappear at this point. Okay, junior large. Okay, and that's the slight problem that happens. So we need to remember junior large is 0%. Okay, so when we uptype that, thing will happen. So you just need to remember. Okay. So what we just need to do there is make sure, again, I'll just miss something off here. For some reason it's actually not done the full one here. I just need to make sure that column is put onto percentage all the way down, which it is now. Okay, so we're showing what we need to do. Okay, we should now go to junior small. Sometimes it will show something is there, otherwise sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just going to tap that all in there. Okay, come out to that. Let's go back to select all a moment. We've got ladies, which are 20%. So let's just put that in. 20, not on there. Don't be tempted to do a drag and drop, because we did a drag and drop the other week on these spreadsheets when we're actually having on the tutorial sessions. This one is due to be complete, going through a tutorial on the 27th and 28th of July 2020. And we found if we actually copied and dragged and dropped, it changed everything in one go, which wasn't very helpful. Men's 20%. So in fact we could almost start tapping that in now as we are here. Okay. Um, 20% there. 20% there. Okay. Let me just double check we have got everything selected. Yeah, one size. And where is one size hiding? There it is. We've just got the one size there, which is 20% as well. There we go. So we've got all our percentages in. So I'm just going to do this now and just knock it back a decimal point, because we don't need all those decimals there. Now the reason we put this in percentages straight away is it's going to make our life a lot simpler for working out what the VAT payable rate is. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. So what we need to do is we need to tell Excel can start working out. And until it does the percentage, all we actually need to do with the percentage put in like this is to do the basic price multiplied by the VAT rate. And I'll say, well, what our VAT payable is. So we've got £2 to pay. If I did not have that percentage in, or that percentage part in there, I did that. Okay, I just had 20 entered. It wouldn't come out with the right sum. Okay. So if I look at that and do 20%, okay, come on, let me do that. Then it will put it in for me. Okay. But you see, what would happen is also the other way we know to do percentage is then do that amount divide by 100. Okay, it's not done it correctly there, it's altered all that about. Okay, so Okay, so he's not even going to let you do it here. So that is why we make sure that column is entered for percentages straight away. Okay, so just make sure that happens, because it's going to make your life a lot simpler. Okay, it doesn't want to play at the moment because I need to put the brackets in. There we go. Right, so make sure that where root has to be for percentage, like we've got it here, it's in here ready. All right, because then it will calculate, Excel will calculate it automatically for you. Okay, and we can do a drag and drop. Selling price. Well, it's going to be basic price plus the VAT payable equals sum. Again, notice I've got all the formulas down here for you. Okay, so you can see what's going on down there. So basic price plus VAT price, close the brackets, voila. Here we go, all done. And there's our selling price in. So now we just need to do our income. So if you go to, I'll just highlight again, here we go, I've got all the formulas I'm putting in here, like so. So our income is actually going to be the total sold times the selling price, or the selling price times the total sold. So it just equals the sum. Selling price multiplied total sold. Hey ho, there we go. We've got our income. So I can now drag that down. No. So our total income, we need to read our total income up. Yep. So here we go. I'll cast through a space here, so we've got the formula in here for that as well. Is going to be equals sum, brackets, and we're just going to pull all the way down like so. Closing brackets. If I didn't do that, I'd have to do I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5, which take forever in the day, and we'd probably miss something. This way, everything's put in. Okay, so let me just do that, because also what you might find is, as you're working through, in some cases they ask you to do a demonstration of the formula. So I'll just show you how you would do that now, in case you're asked to put that physically into a spreadsheet, because you've got to print it off, and I'd like to see what you're actually doing. Okay, so if I showed VAT payable, and this is how you get yourself out of jail with this on. Okay, we can do that. What we got? Selling price. Selling price sample formula. It's like so. Okay, then we've got selling price. We've got total sold. Okay. We've got income. So again, you can see how we're doing this. We're just pasting across. Let's try and get all the cases exactly the same. Income sample formula. So again, what you're doing is, if they find you have to do a hard copy of, you're showing this is how you can actually show how you've the formula you've actually arrived at and how you've actually done it. Okay. There we go, like so. So that's not a big. That's just a bit of extra I've shown you in there. Okay. So meantime, let's start tidying things up. We need to now do where pounds are and salaries are. So all I need to do is highlight one column. I can then, using my control key, highlight all the other columns that need to be changed to pounds and currency. Okay, that's done. So what we can do now, perhaps we can do some bold at the top here. We can do some bold down here. We can do some borders around there. What I'd probably do is just merge these cells here, so it looks a little bit neater and tidier. I'm not going to play with the layout they've given us here, because that's how they obviously wanted it done. Okay, so I'm going to do that and that. And that's it. It's nice, neat and tidy now. Okay, and what we just need to do is I'll just make sure everything's sitting on the left, like so, and everything's sitting on the right there and the left side here, which is done. Good. So that's clearly done there. we're now going to look for filter tables showing the information for training jackets. Okay, so what's going to happen here, when I do this, part of the table's going to disappear. Okay, that's what happens. So don't worry about it. Okay, because we're going to have the information we need. Okay, so again, if this is being submitted electronically, what we'd have to do is probably do 2 sort of versions of this, but we're going to keep it to this at the present moment in time. Okay, so if I did have to do this, file, print, okay, just to show how this would work quickly, I would do this, making sure I select my local printer, portrait, landscape, okay, fit one sheet, and it will actually put it all on one page for me. Okay, so that's how quickly you would print that off as a hard copy ready. Okay, if you needed to do so, and I would suggest you probably did that before you put your filter in. Once you have to go and you come and do your filter, okay, don't worry. If you've got any questions on this, don't forget to bring it up in your ICT lessons with me, and I can go through it with you as well. But I will talk this through in the lessons as mentioned. Okay, it's not done it now. Just click again. There we go. So I now need to do for training jackets. Again, by doing the filter, this brings the training jackets. I've got them all here, and you can see part of the data disappears. This is what happens. Okay. Showing income from training jackets. Okay, income from training jackets. So I need to make sure that I've got it's done by item code and total income. So item code, income, insert, recommended charts. Here we go. Income from training jackets. Okay. And again, if you found yourself having to do print off, which we'll do in a moment, I'll show you how we tackle that one. If just for one moment we did have to put a password on it, again what we need to do is just do a snip and sketch to bring that all in. Okay, so let me just find it where it is, snip and sketch, there we go. Let me put it here so I've actually got where I want it to be. File, info, protect, encrypt, add your password in. Obviously I'm not going to go the whole way through unless it specifically says save it with. Okay, and there we are. We can demonstrate that like thus. It appears there. I know we've been through this quite a few times already, but it's always just worth refreshing. Okay, and then I can paste it in like so. Okay, and then if I needed then to print a hard copy of this off what we've done thus far, I'll go to File, Print. The basic settings are already there, so we just need to print one side. Do the print one page and landscape orientation. Okay, just for your curiosity, if I forgot to do that and I opened everything straight back up again, okay, that's what would happen. Okay, it's all spanned out, and we just income train jackets would include everything. All right. So that's just a little top tip, the way I've shown you there, how to make sure you do the printing off in stages, or make sure you have all the information that you need. Okay? Thank you very much for your attention.